Dear students, Namaste. Today we are discussing upon English of grade 9. Under that we'll have unit 16, that is under the title Games and Sports. Dear students, I hope you are ready with your pen or pencil, your exercise book and the textbook. That's good. This is our first class of unit 16, so we do have getting started before we begin the lesson. So are you ready to talk about these pictures here? Good. So look at the pictures and identify the sports. Then talk about yourself in pairs using can, can't, be able to. Okay? You have to use can if you are able to play that, means if you have ability to do that, and you have to use can't if you are not able to, means you do not have ability to play that or you are unable to play that. Okay? And then you have to talk about that. Okay? So look at the first picture. Can you identify which sport is this? It looks like football, handball, but in case of handball, you do have a round ball, right? Is the ball round? No. Okay. Oh, this one is oval. So you do have an oval ball, and you are moving with it with your hands. Have you seen someone playing such sports on television? Good. So it's called rugby. Very good. And rugby is a kind of sports in which an oval ball is used, and the most important rule about rugby is you cannot pass forward, right? If you have to pass forward, you have to kick. Or if you are giving pass to your friends, you have to pass back if you are using your hands. Good. So the second one, hockey. Have you seen someone playing hockey? Watched on television. Good. So the hockey players use stick to. Good. Have you tried playing it? No? Do you think you can? Yeah, you can if you practice. Good. So the next picture is kabaddi. Good. Can you play it? Oh, yes. Are you playing? Are you in the school team? That's good. So it's a kabaddi, right? Very popular game in most of the schools maybe. And then what next? The next one is, this one is basketball. Very good. So most of you play these sports, right? Oh, you cannot play? Why you cannot play? Oh, you think you are shorter for that? But it's about throwing the ball into the basket. Even if you are shorter, it doesn't matter. Oh, you have problem with throwing into the basket properly. Good. So this is the reason that you cannot play. Good. So the next one is, this one is running. Yeah. So do you think it's a long distance running or short distance running? Long distance running. Oh, short distance. Why? Most of them are running very close. Can you play short distance running race? I mean, can you run a short distance running races? Why? Oh, you can run longer distances, but you cannot run shorter ones. Why? You cannot move your legs very quick. But what happens when you have to finish the long races? You have to move very quickly. You can manage in between that you run quite quicker than others. Very good. Which one is this one? Cycling. Do you try? Oh, you can. So you are able to ride on a bicycle. Very good. So, dear students, now let's move on to another pictures. Dear students, now look at the pictures and answer the questions. So, the questions are, what is the name of the sport? In both of the pictures you see players of the same sports. In the first one you see two males, and in the second one you see two females, right? And firstly you have to name the sport. So do you know them? Oh, you do? Good. So what sports do they play? Tennis. Very good. So can you identify the players? Can you? Okay. So good. So I have heard some of the names from your friends, but the names of these people are in the last paragraph of the text. Okay. When we read the last paragraph, you have to find out the names of these players. Okay. Can you do that? You have to confirm. You have said some names to me, and you have to confirm whether they are the same people or somebody other else. Are you ready, students, to read the text? Okay, here we go. Wimbledon. Let me read the first paragraph, but I'm not going to read all the paragraphs for you. You have to read them yourself. Okay? Good. But I'm reading the first paragraph for you, and the reason for my reading is this is the introductory paragraph about Wimbledon, and you will know what it is, when it started, and what it is called, what other similar kind of events are there in the world, right? So let me read this out, and then we will move on to the rest of the other paragraphs. Okay, so Wimbledon is the world's oldest tennis tournament and is also thought to be the most prestigious. It has been held at All England Club in Wimbledon, London, since 1877. It is one of the 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments, the others being the Australian Open, the French Open, and the US Open. Wimbledon is the only major still played on traditional grass, the game's original surface, which gave the game its original name of lawn tennis. Dear students, it talks about what Wimbledon is. It's a tennis tournament, and it started, 1877, and it is still in the same traditional way. How? It is played in the grassy surface. Very good. And then, so that is the reason why Wimbledon is called lawn tennis. Okay. So, rest of the other tennis tournaments are conducted on or played on clay courts or some other types. Okay. So, let's move on to the second one. It's about events, right? So, Wimbledon has got 3 different types of events. One is for males, that is called gentlemen's, and then another is for ladies, means for women, and that is called ladies. And then they do have junior one, okay, and that they say in the junior one also they do have similar type of games. And another type is, the third type is invitational event, right? So they do have five different types of five different competitions under men's means gentlemen's, and then women's means ladies, very good, and then juniors, very good, and five for invitational as well, okay. In each type they do have singles, means men single, female singles, junior singles means boys single, girls single, right. Similarly, men's double, women's double means ladies double, and then girls double and boys double, very good. And similarly they do have mixed as well, right. And for the mixed type of groups, they do have mixed doubles for one male and a female, and then they do have girls double, and in this case they do not have girls and boys doubles, right. And then they do not have mixed doubles. In case of that, they do have disabled doubles. And in case of invitational events, they do have wheelchair doubles instead of mixed doubles, very good. So dear students, now let's move on to how people get tickets, right. Tickets are very kind of rare for the audience because of the availability of seats, right. So they do have limited seats, and huge number of people want that. So when they want to watch some Wimbledon competition, they have to put their name on a ballot, right, with maybe phone number or maybe email. Then they got if they get or if they are with the luck that they are chosen for the match, right. So they will be informed to come and have their seat booked, okay. Otherwise they have to wait overnight for the queue to get tickets, and it's very difficult for the people, okay. So you may want to know when Wimbledon tennis takes place. So now let's look at the schedules, okay. So currently Wimbledon begins in June and ends in July. So it's June and July schedule, and it's a long 2 months, almost 2 months long sports between among sports persons, tennis players, and then they will have certain breaks in between. They do not have match on middle Sunday, and then they do have sequences. Firstly, they go for singles, and then they move on to another. Okay, and okay, you may want to know what is the kind of code where Wimbledon tournaments are taken place. Okay, so in 2009, Wimbledon's center court was fitted with a retractable roof. Retractable roof, do you know what retractable roof is? Good, very intelligent. It means a roof that can be fitted with some shading or protection from the rain, okay? Helping to substantially reduce the loss of playing time caused by bad weather. So, the reason for having retractable roof is conducting tournaments or games if it rains. Okay. So, there are many other courts, and some of the courts are for practices, some of the courts are for real matches. Okay. So, you may want to know about what are the trophies and how much prize money that the players get. Okay. So, let us see, and it is a kind of very beautiful trophy, and it is a gilt cup. Okay. You will know what gilt is when you deal with the words. Okay. And here's the inscription, means something will be written there. Okay. And the thing that will be written is there in the italic form. Do you understand what italic is? Good. Little slanted kind of letters. Good. And then they do have some plates like salvers, and then something other. Do you know the oh, good. You saw the prize money. Good. It's 2.35 million sterling pound. If you calculate the money in Nepali, that will be a very huge amount. You may be maybe you have never thought of that kind of amount. Okay, good. So, now the thing is, you talked about many players. When you guess the names of the players, now you have some of the names. So, do you want me to read this? Okay. So, this is the trophy, and I am reading you the names. Okay. So, Martina Navratilova won a record 9 Wimbledon singles title. To date, Roger Federer has won Wimbledon 8 times. Oh, you guess you have seen Roger Federer in the photo. And who was there with him? Novak Djokovic, very good, was the winner of the gentlemen's single in 2019. He defeated Roger Federer in the most demanding match ever in the final. He was able to defend his trophy as a defending champion. It was his 16th Grand Slam men's singles title and his 5th Wimbledon title. In the ladies' single event, Simona Halep won the first Wimbledon title with stunning performance against Serena Williams in 2019. It was her second Grand Slam women's singles title. So, somebody was saying Serena Williams, very good. And another one is Simona, maybe. Okay, your guess is right. So, what next? So, dear students, we do have some of the words, those were printed differently in your textbook, those were in other color than most of the other words. Okay. So, these words are here in column A, the words in a little red color in column A, and in column B you do have meanings of the words, right. So, maybe when you read the paragraphs, you might have understood what their meanings can be. You have guessed, good. This is the way you have to find out the meaning from the context. Okay. So, there are certain things. Defending champion, what do you mean by defending champion? Champion of the last time. Okay, this time he had to or she had to save his position. Good. So, defending champion in this way. Very good, very intelligent guess. So, dear students, the first word is prestigious, second one is substantially, she, guilt, D, inscription, E, salva, F, mythology, G, stunning. So, you are guessing your words. Good, very smart. So, let's see what your guess for the first word is. So, what is the guess for your first word? Prestigious is? Good. Respected and admired. That's very important. Very good. Very good one. So, can you go for the same one for the second one? Substantial. What was the word? In the first paragraph. Very good. So, you want to go with substantially, considerably. So, how did you guess this word? With the ly. Sometimes it might misguide you to wrong answer. Okay, not always do that. This time you did okay. For the third one, guilt. A thin layer of gold. Very good. Inscription. Inscription. Words written. Very good. Very good. I think you have got the right answer. Next one, salva. A large plate, usually made of metal. Very good. Mythology, study of myths, because you have myths here and mythology there. Very good, smart guessing. And stunning, extremely attractive or impressive. So, have you ever used that word? You saw a stunning performance of Messi in the last World Cup, right? Good, very good, very intelligent. So, let's check whether your answers are correct or not. Very good. You did perfect answer. This time also you got the right answer. This time also. So, let's go another one. Very good. Large plate, usually made of metal. Good. Study of myths. Good. And for stunning, you do have only one word left, that is extremely attractive or impressive. Very good. Dear students, you have made a wonderful performance up to now. So, now our task moves on to another activity. Okay? So, state whether the given statements are true or false. I hope you have done the good reading of the paragraphs and you have listened carefully, and so you have made some of your answers yourself. Okay? So, let us move on to the first one. The original name of tennis is lawn tennis. Is it true or false? Where did you get the answer? The last part of the first paragraph. Good, good, very smart. And ladies, so what is your answer? True? Good. The second one, ladies wheelchair doubles come under junior event. True? Okay. False? Maybe. You said it comes. And for the junior one, you had disabled doubles. Very good. So, for kids means for junior, they had disabled double, and for invitational ones, they do have wheelchair doubles. Very good. And most of the tickets are distributed through online booking. Is it true or false? Online booking. Have you seen something like online booking there? No. So it is getting from the ballot. Lucky draw kind of. Okay, good. Your guess is right. For D, Wimbledon Championship is usually played in June and July. You said yes. Oh, so it's true. And June and July. Okay. Now you said in 2017. It was played in different time. Very good. So E, the players can practice matches in the main show court at any time. Does the text say anything about that? No? Okay. So there are 17 other courts where, so there are some other indications in the paragraph, so that can be something else. Okay, good, you are right. The prize money for the singles winner was, okay, so you made a calculation of this. Oh, good. So was it a small amount? Very huge, right? Good. So let's see whether you found out perfectly or not. Let's see. First one is true. Very good. Why? You got the answer. It was in the last sentence of the first paragraph. Okay. Now let's move on to B. So you said it was a false one. Very good. Let's check whether it is false or not. Good. So the third one, most of the tickets are distributed through online booking. So are they done online or ballot is used? So it's a false statement. Very good. And the next one, Wimbledon Championship is usually played in June and July. Very good. You said true. Yes, it is true. And the next one is, yes, you said no. Yes, it's false. And the last one is prize money. Yes, and you made a good calculation. Good. So, dear students, you are very clever to find out whether the statements are true or they are false. Now, it's time for you to move to another activity, and that is C, answer the following questions. So you have questions here and you have to find the answers. Okay. So the first question is, how is Wimbledon different from other Grand Slam tournaments? Let's see. Do you want to see the answer? Oh, it's played in grassy land. Very good. So the answer is, where can you see the answer? You can see the answer here. Okay. It's the only major still played on traditional grass. The only major, right? So other tournaments are taken place in different courts. Okay. So now your answer will be played on grass. Very good. Very short and sweet answer. Very good answer. So let's move on to the second one. State the 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments. Okay. So you have one as your title. What was that? Wimbledon. Okay. Then what others? Let's check. What can you see here? Wimbledon. And then you do have what other Grand Slam tennis tournaments? And they are Australian Open, the French Open, US Open, and Wimbledon itself. Okay, so you do have 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments. So your answers will be Your answers will be Wimbledon, US Open, French Open and Australian Open. Very good. So, the next one is, what are the 5 events of Wimbledon? So, you have to find out 5 main events. Okay? So you have so many information in the paragraph. So, if you have to write them in very short, how can you answer? So, men's single and men's double, women's single, women's double. How many? 2 singles, 2 doubles. Very good. And then and mixed. Very good. Conventionally, they have, if you look at them, you will get the answer. And if you shorten the answer, it will be something like this: 2 singles, 2 mixeds and a double. Okay? So, very short answer. Right answer. You are smart. So, let us move on to the next question. What can tennis fan do if they do not win a ticket in the public ballot? Where is the answer? If they do not get ticket from here, from public ballot, means it's a it's something like you vote, right? You have seen your parents voting and putting the vote in the ballot box, right? So, the same thing is done for the tickets. Okay? And if they do not get from ballot, they can, what can they do? They can queue up. They can queue up, and if they are lucky, they get the seat on the queuing system. Okay? So, your answer will be can queue up. Very short, can queue up. Okay, right. So, let us move on to the next one. E. So, the question says, why was Wimbledon centre court fitted with retractable roof? So, you can see retractable roof here, right, and why it was there, right, why they have retractable roof for the tennis court. Okay. So, you can see the answer here, with a retractable roof helping to substantially reduce the loss of playing time caused by bad weather. When you have bad weather, then something like if it rains and it interrupts the game in between. So, to stop that, they have got a roof fitted with something to create a shade. Okay. So, and the reason is, good, your answer is perfect, to reduce the loss of playing time due to bad weather. So, number F, it says, what is inscribed on the gentleman's single trophy? All England lawn tennis single. Okay, this is where you can see the answer. Okay. And then, yeah, it says, All England Lawn Tennis Club single-handed champion of the world. This is what written in men's one, and something other is written in this trophies for women's. Okay. So, the next one is, who won the gentlemen's single and ladies single in 2019? Okay. So, you have to name 2 people, and so who are they? Let us see. The first one is Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic was the winner of the gentlemen's single, and he defeated Roger Federer. And then women's one, Simona Halep. Very good. So, your answers are correct. Very good. Dear students, now let us move on to the homework for you. You have heard about wheelchair users tournaments, right? So, do you think wheelchair users can play sports? Yes, You're right. They can play, but in a different ways. They can play using wheelchair. Maybe they move with wheelchair and they try with their hands and play the sports. Good. And why it is important? Very good. It gives the sense of confidence for the players that they can play like other people. Very good. So dear students, it's your homework for you and hope you will do it, and we will check in our next lesson. Till then, have a great time. Bye. Namaste.